Hello, everybody. Defense here, and welcome to what I sadly will say is our final episode of Season 2 for Tektopia. We have done a lot. You know, I'm just going to hop into spectator mode so you guys can see. I got to make sure I spell things right, because I do it wrong all the time. So, as you can see, we have a rather nice town. Obviously, you can see there's unused areas. You know, obviously I didn't end up filling everything, but I feel I did. I'm happy with it, to be honest. Especially this middle part. For whatever reason, I love this little farming area slash like pond or river thing that I made. I don't know why. I love just anytime I fly around in spectator mode, I end up just like staring at like this. This section right here is my favorite. Literally right here, you got the little, you know, the Barbican, the town center, couple of houses, the guard post, the tavern. We'll ignore the butcher because it doesn't really fit. I still like it though. But for whatever reason, this free flow farm design just, it really felt right, and I really enjoyed it this season. And I might carry it over to next season. I have a rather fun idea for next season. Oh, by the way, there is going to be a season 3. I know a couple episodes ago I asked you guys what we should do next. People recommended a couple different things. All of your recommendations are awesome, but I have a wicked fun idea for season 3. And I'm just going to hop right into it. I was going to take a couple weeks off, maybe a month from Tektopia. It ain't going to happen. We're going to hop right back in when we do. But I thought, you know, could just look around, maybe finish off a couple of bits while we're in town here. Today will be kind of more of a tour-related episode. So if you guys, you know, don't want to if you guys don't want to hang around for that, no worries. You know what I mean? I'll see you in season 3. Whoa. But I thought, hey, we'll walk around, we'll take a look, and we'll just start. I'll try and go in order from what I remember, but we'll probably end up just walking through and noticing random little things as we go. But yeah, the first thing I did end up building on the server was this little house over here, so that I had a place to live. When we did do that, by the way, this whole place was a forest full of, where's the tree? This stuff right here, maple saplings. That's why I have so much oak wood. They are oak, heavily oak. So this whole area, everywhere that you just saw, it was just all oak and a little bit of spruce every once in a while, some ironwood and some olive randomly split throughout. And I liked it. It looked really, the land itself is more of what came to it for me. There was a nice river flowing through. I did change a couple of shapes. I wanted to do more work there. But working underwater is tough because I don't have actual enchantments on my armor, which is something we will be fixing for Season 5. Season 5. Jesus, Season 3. Season 5. I haven't got that far yet, have I? So, I was rather happy with this house. I decided, well, because of the mods that I had, this here is the Blocker Crafty. That's what let me do the special, the blank trapdoors, and then add whatever I want, use the slants and the slides, and this was my first time really playing with it. And for whatever reason, I really wanted a porch. I was gonna make this big kind of round porch that kind of stepped out down to here, and I was gonna cut the river back to it, kind of like what I ended up doing over here. But I decided not. I decided to go with the nice small porch, had this little interior, and I liked it. Looking at it, there's a lot of things I could have changed, but I'm happy with it. This was supposed to be the front door. I ended up putting gates here anyway. I was fine with it. Later on, added a basement so that I had a place for the chicken farm. As you can see, it's been running a lot this season. Everybody's been eating the chicken, including myself. But yeah, we needed a basement, so I did that. We got the fishing farm. We've got a portal down here. The chicken. This area here, actually, I'm going to be taking a couple of these items. So for Season 3, by the way, we are going to be staying in the same world. We're just going to be moving somewhere else. And I will be taking some items with me. So far, I'm probably taking most of this. I don't know about all of it. I'm still hemming and hawing about what I want to take with me. I'm also taking these two with me. Those two villagers down there, they're going to be traveling with me. And as long as we stay on land, we'll be good, because I want to take this guy with me so we can ride off into the sunset on our donkey friend, which I don't have a name for. I always forget to name my animals. So if you guys have a name for our donkey, let me know. Let me know. All right, so after that, I decided town hall and storage. I don't remember what my initial plan was for this, but for whatever reason, this kind of stuck in my head, and I was like, I'm going to do this, and I built that. And I built another circle off the front of it, which ended up being way too small. This was the initial town hall. This little 3x3. I put like a door here and a door here to separate the two. And it was tiny. Like, tiny. So, it was weird. But the upside was, because I built it the way I did, I went, hey, I have space up top. Because I was just going to roof it, make it flat, and went, hold on, I can extend this up. So I ended up turning it into 4 two-person houses. I did expand them later. This one's actually empty now. I completely forgot I moved them. And my plan was to eventually change this to be the whole town hall. I did not end up doing that. I kept a 2-person bedroom up here. Just, it wasn't necessary to do. This was actually only added like 2 or 3 episodes ago. This ladder to the top, so I could stand on top and look out. Because it looks awesome, you know? But I cannot... sorry about the sniffles, by the way. I'm going to try and cut them out. If any of them stay, I'm sorry. I got a bit of a cold right now, and I'm trying to not sniffle into the mic, but it's tough. I'm trying to remember what we did next. I know most of this stuff over here was more recent. You know, let's just do that since it's on this end of town. So we have 2 bridges that cross the river here and over there. And they lead over to... Honestly, the easiest way to say it is just, you know, we'll call this Intelligence Ave. I don't have a real good name for it because it's where our school is, which I don't know why I love this school. This is such a good fit for the town, you know. I wanted to put a bell up there, but because I built this 3x4, I couldn't design a bell that fit and looked good because it was supposed to be 3x3, and for whatever reason I did 3x4. It happens. But I'm very happy with it. It's honestly one of my favorite builds I've done in a very, very long time. The roof is awesome. I like the tower out the front, you know. And I said I really liked a couple other buildings, and we'll show them as you go. But like all in all, interior and exterior combined, this is my favorite building. Like we even have chalkboards. I'm trying to remember who recommended this in chat, but somebody had recommended it, and I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head right now. And I do apologize. I did mention them in the video when I built them. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. And then, actually, before I had built any of this, I had built this little... Actually, no, I think I had built this and planned to build that house. I built a little overpath, you know, an overpass here. Not that the villagers really use it, but it was fun. You know, I had a path that goes over here to a house, which looks way better with the trees, by the way. I'm happy with it. The houses were kind of sparse. I kind of regret that, but interior decorating is tough for me. So that's why I'm so happy with like the school and such that end up having a good interior. You know, but you see every house is slightly different. I did try and get paintings in different locations, lighting change ups, so on and so forth. But we're going to head over here to, and this is wicked fun. I think I called these the Towers of Knowledge. This is my library / enchanting / 2-person house. It's really hard to get a front view now because of all of the trees. Let me... So yeah, that's why I call them the Towers of Knowledge. There's 1, 2, and 3 towers. Not that you can access the tops. On these 2, you can on the back, but that's a house. I was just chatting with a friend, and was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do for the library. And I didn't want something like, don't get me wrong, I don't mind things with like roofs and but I had like just finished building this, and I was just staring at it going, I need to do something crazy that is awesome. And I can't remember how it came to my mind, but I just went circles. 4 of them. And it just kind of went from there. Oh, no, I remember now, because I found a I was researching some D&D/Pathfinder stuff, and I found a map that was a tower library. And I went, this is awesome. And I tried to build a multi-floor library. It doesn't work because of the way the mods work this here and so on. But well, we're not going to go into that right now. But so I built this. Whoop. I hear some youngins upstairs. But yeah, we'll head up here quickly. This house wasn't decorated at all. I literally threw it down and went, okay, that's good, and left. Mainly because I keep forgetting that there's actually a house up here. But, you know, that happens. This is our little enchanting area. It's got a little gargoyle over the top. Nice little table for research. The peoples all still use it. Everything in here is function and decoration, which was pretty nice. And then there's this over here. It doesn't really fit with the white walls like it is, but I really liked this little fire pit. So I kept it. You know, but I'm very happy with the library. Everybody's getting their intelligence up. We got 31 and 31, 44, 37. I just saw somebody else. What are you at? 38. So like everybody's cruising. My goal was to have somebody to 100. I think the closest I have right now is like 57. So the grind to finish that is just going to be way too long. And I don't want to drag out the series just for that. Oh, I missed 2 blocks here. There's another heart though. I walked into a house earlier and got 3 hearts. It was nuts. So my people are very happy, which means the reproduction is maxed pretty much. You know what I mean? Which is pretty nice. I'm happy with it. But yeah, so you guys saw that's where we boost our intelligence. And that's also where we just drastically increased our population by throwing down 4 houses. Because I'm an insane person and decided to do it. Wow, these are actually new hearts too. I might take a couple of hearts with me. I'm undecided. What do I have? Oh, I wanted to get another chef, yeah. We have a lot of emeralds now, which is good. I haven't been trading as much. Oh, hello, Captain. I wish I could take you with me. Captain Griswold Wilkes. I like him. He was my first guard. These little things I really loved, and doing these little bridges like this. Because I always just do straight bridges, and I noticed that's kind of boring. So let's change it up. You know what I mean? And those were based off of that overpath up there. I just noticed I never changed these over. There's going to be a lot of inconsistencies, because what I was planning when we were starting was to kind of build the town up, and as we got bigger, the buildings would start looking newer and better built. Like you'll see for the houses we just saw versus the first houses, which I'll show you in a minute, you'll see the differences, and actually you can see it right there. They'll look a lot rougher, and I liked it. You know what I mean? That was the plan. So that's why you'll see differences in physical block differences, not necessarily in color, if that makes any sense at all. This is our graveyard. I made it nice and big. Not that we needed it, because by the time I finished building it, we haven't had anybody die since. We had Rudell Roland, the lumberjack, Tara Ratley, the lumberjack, and Lydia Doobie, the farmer. Those were the only 3 deaths we had this season. Kind of bummed about that. They were pretty, actually 2 of them were really early, which was kind of aggravating. Because it's tough when you lose people early on, but it's understandable as to why it happens. Here's another house. It's, you know, houses are houses now. You'll see I've got the tree farms in random areas. These ones here, the spruce up there, and then they're just kind of spread out, you know, just to kind of get things done. Then this on every time I built a building, it was like my new favorite building. I liked this mainly for the roof design. This was the giant barn. And I built this pretty early, so the resource strain on me was heavy with the amount of wood I needed. Which was tough, but I was really happy with how it looked at the end, so I felt it was worth it. So this is set up for 4 different animal types, but I don't farm pigs because it's bad luck for me to hurt a pig in this game. I've explained it before. I'm gonna pass on explaining it for now. But yeah, so you got the plots for all the animals. The peeps come in and take care of them. That's pretty straightforward, you know. Whoop, hello, Enchanta. Or Enchantress. Enchantress, sorry. And then, well, we're just passed through the farms. But yeah, as I was saying, with the buildings, you'll see this is the first house I built. So you can see the cobble's kind of worn down here, where everything else uses stone. So these two are both cobble and diorite. I wanted to go with that color palette, you know what I mean? So that's what I ended up keeping for the other ones, but I just used stone and concrete powder. As you can see here, this is the stone, so it just looks neater, cleaner. You can tell that it's new. This is one of the things I ended up scrapping in the newer houses, because none of the villagers ever came up here. I was hoping that we'd see villagers like come up and, you know, you'd see them up here every once in a while, but they don't. So I kind of just got rid of it, because it just kind of took up a lot of space. So it made more room for decoration and livable space, is what we'll say. This was, I think the last building we built was the butcher's. Exterior wise, I'm a little on it. I scrapped my original design because I didn't like it at all. But the interior I'm a huge fan of. This is something that I want to start doing for all production buildings on the next world. Not the next world, but like next season. Is I want to make it look like there's actual stuff coming out of this building. You know what I mean? Waiting for pickup and transfer. You know, this is just crates full of stuff. This is a jar. That's a barrel. Obviously, they're all physically empty, but it's just for decoration, you know? And then you come inside. You know what I mean? This one here was simple. I enjoyed it. One of the things I liked was the little smoke room back here. You know what I mean? The fire's a little quiet today. Normally you can hear it crackle a bit more. But yeah, this is supposed to be the smoke room. So we get the hanging meat getting smoked by the fire. And then, you know, our shelves holding all our meats, honeys, and spices ready to go. Same thing. I was happy with this interior. One side's really decorated, one side's not. This is the butcher table where everything gets carved up. I kind of wish I had made the building bigger so that we could have made that a separate room. But it doesn't happen. It's okay. This, actually, I built 2 of these. I planned on building 3. You can actually see number 2 right up there. I just built it the other day off camera. But this is the guard shack. This is where the guards are going. The guards sleep. They split shifts day and night, obviously. This is their training area where they train on the dummies. But I was very happy with this too. You know what I mean? It looks nice. I was planning on putting armor sets out for each of them that were just like other armor. Oh wow, 48. You're pretty high intelligence, bud. Word. You know, and I liked the idea of it. It just didn't. I never ended up getting around to doing the armor stuff just because the late game grind to get the emeralds to finish everything off. You know what I mean? And that'll happen. You know what I mean? I'm fine with it. I am going to focus a bit more decorating on the next one, so I'm not trying to grind it all out in the end like I did again for Season 2, and I did it in Season 1. And even then I said I was going to do it, decorate as I went. And I did do sparse bits of it, you know what I mean? Like, this is incoming stuff for the tavern / kitchen. Oh, he was waving to somebody because he wasn't waving to me. Haha. That's fine, though. This is our teacher, actually. I think he's our highest intelligence. 59, yeah. So that's our highest intelligence right now. And I don't see us getting any higher. Like, we might get into the 60, 65, you know, something like that. But it's going to be a really long time. Oh. But this is our kitchen. Sorry if that music upstairs is a little loud. I like the kitchen. It was pretty cool. Because I remembered I had these shelves and I could put stuff on it. So we've got like the barrels here, that are normally like this big. But once you put them on the shelf, they become real small, and they look like little like tankards. These are like I don't know. They kind of look like a bottle, like a potion bottle or a wine bottle, made out of clay. And these look like little bowls. So I thought those were pretty cool to have. Little storage room, cabinets. Just because, cookie jar, which has actual cookies in it, which was cool. But I was happy. I'm going to say I was happy and I liked it a million times in this. I apologize. It's going to happen. But this came out really nice. I wanted to do more carpet, but the villagers break on carpet sometimes because they don't understand the concept of carpet. I don't know. And then we come up here to our tavern. I'm going to stand a little outside just for a second. No, I just noticed I never finished the rails. It'll be fine. But yeah, the tavern was a lot of work. And I did it early on again, and somebody had pointed out, hold on, let me grab the name. Because this is a new comment I'm bringing up. Somebody had pointed out, actually, I think I had brought it up before. Yeah, I did. I can't remember where it was. I just scrolled through my comments. I'll have to find it later. Somebody had pointed out that the tavern isn't the best one to start with. You should start with the library, and I completely agree after looking everything over and reading the points that they put out. The library is the way to go. Because the library only requires the library block and the books on the inside, and you can have it any size. And it does two jobs. It boosts intelligence, and it increases happiness. It does, however, increase happiness a little slower than the tavern, but to increase happiness in the tavern and make the tavern functional, you also need a bard. So if you don't have a lot of emeralds to start, or just in general, I recommend... Whoop, somebody just got blessed. I do heavily recommend the library, just because it's a great start. And it does increase happiness and intelligence at the same time. But the tavern is still awesome. It does increase in happiness faster. Or I should say in large spurts. You know what I mean? One thing I just noticed, we never showed off the storage room. It's plain. It's simple. I planned on having it go up into there, and then that was going to access the bedrooms. But this wouldn't accept that being there, so I had to get rid of it. This is a really long set of stairs that goes down. I'm just going to drop down. I try and drop so that I can shut that off. I remember the name for this, and now I can't remember it. The thingy for down here. I'm drawing a blank on what I called it. But this was a pretty fun thing. So this was initially flat. I didn't really like it. It was plain. I had like 4 quadrants where I had like plants and a little bit of water, and the water coming from the ceiling. And I was staring at it one day and decided I could do something with the corner, and I changed it to look like that, and then I went, wow, that really makes the rest of this look bad. So I decided to do a stream that week. Quick plug, twitch.tv/defense041, linked down below. In a stream, we actually did this whole room down here. I never ended up getting the top done, which is kind of a bummer. I'm noticing all the incomplete stuff now that I'm going around doing this little wrap-up tour. You know what I mean? But, it's nice. You know what I mean? I liked it. It had a lot. There's chickens down here that keep falling in the water. They live down there for whatever reason. But it was cool. This over here was wicked fun. I carved out a little corner and made a really fun blacksmith area. It looks cool. You got like your little, you got your forge over here. Obviously, there's no bellows or anything like that, but I really liked it. It's slackened on me a bit since I built it. There are some things that I'm looking at I could have done differently. And somebody had recommended swapping out blocks to make the roof and the walls look a little different. I had planned to do it, not as rough as the floor. But same thing, I just never got around to it. We moved on to a new project. But this right here, the actual forge space was pretty nice. I really liked it a lot. It looks really cool. I think it makes the whole room. So that was nice. I had also planned on trying to make everyone who work down here live down here. So I was building a small living area here. We only ended up getting 2 houses. As you can see, it's a farmer and a butcher, and then the 2 miners over there. For whatever reason, oh, actually, no, it's not even 2 miners anymore. It's a miner and a farmer. So they just sometimes randomly change houses. And I don't know how to stop that. And I kept forcing them to change houses, and it just really wasn't getting the job done. So I just kind of gave up. Wow, that is nuts. That's the druid at work. It's just annoying. Why is it all up there? That doesn't make sense. I'll have to look into my mines a bit more and figure out that stuff, because that's a lot of stuff that's not getting mined. And look at all of the diamonds just chilling up here. Diamonds, 3 pieces of, you know, iron, some lapis and redstone. So we'll have to keep an eye on our mines in the future. Speaking of, actually, I'm gonna have to grab this one because this is a new comment. Original Therios had actually commented on it the other day. Actually, back on a season, This was back on season 1. They actually commented this. I get they're catching up, so that'll be cool. When they get to this, here's a shout out. Thank you for the info. They actually gave me a lot of info in this, and pointed out, for whatever reason, I thought that I knew that the miners get a random chance of getting an ore when they mine a rock, even if there's no ore there. I just always thought to get like better ores, like the diamonds and the gold and the redstone and the lapis, they had to be farther down. That's not true. They can get it at any level. As far as I understand from what they were saying, and as far as I could find info-wise, they can just grab those ores at any level. Obviously, they won't get the real ores that are down here, but that's what I can do, and then if I silk touch it, I can just place it up top and have them mine it. Like, it's really whatever. But it's smart, you know what I mean? I don't know why I hadn't thought about it. It wasn't something in my head for whatever reason. That's part of what gave me the idea for our next town, which is what we're gonna do there. And I won't have to run all the way down here, which will help out the villagers a lot because they'll get work done faster because they won't be walking as much. Their happiness will also stay up because they won't be losing happiness to long walking distances and so many other reasons. But I'm only gonna list a couple and walk up these really long stairs because, like, I can sprint, they don't, so it takes them twice as long to get up those stairs as it just took me, you know. So it's a lot of wasted time. So it's something I'm gonna keep an eye on for next season. But I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed. Let's take back to the air and see if there's anything we missed. I don't think so. Yeah, so there's the other guard post over here on the tower. Oh yeah, I had started building a wall, and I didn't like it. I started building it after my lumberjacks kept dying. Also, they keep doing this, and it's driving me insane. They walk up, all the leaves disappear, and then they don't chop the tree. I don't get it. But yeah, so I built this literally on the border. Oh yeah, I never even finished the opposite side. Whoops. But yeah, I made it so that the villagers, the nomads and stuff could get in because they'll use gates. And I had built the base structure for the wall all the way down to here just to protect the majority of my villagers, just in case they walked over into this section. But yeah, so I thought we'll put a guard shack up here. I was going to chop down these trees so they could have a good view out to the water to protect us from there. And then over here behind the school on this hill, which I had flattened a good chunk just so I could fit this, I had planned on putting another one. I just never got around to building it. And same thing, we had a huge amount of space over here, and I just did not know what to put there. So the the downside to that is there's a lot of empty space that I never ended up working with. This was my private area over here. I worked with it, tested stuff over here, tried out different things. So that's why I walled it off. But yeah, as I said, the downside is there's a lot of space that I didn't use. The upside is there is plenty of space for you guys to use. As per usual, I will be dropping a world download with this video to wrap up. And I'll also drop, actually no, I'm going to put it in for episode 1 of season 3, which should come out probably a week after this, since I'm going to take a break for Christmas video wise, or maybe not. I don't know. I might get it all done today. I'm kind of in a mood to kind of get stuff started. So episode 1 of season 3 will have a world download for this. If you guys want to, you're more than welcome to hop on, do what you want with the world. Feel free to send me pictures, you know what I mean? If you guys add anything, change anything up, if you guys finish off builds, add decoration, like anything like that, feel free to send it to me, either on my Discord, which is linked below. You can find me on Twitter. It's @defense041. You can send screenshots. You know what I mean? We're going to call it and come to a close here on season 2 of Tektopia. So I do hope you guys did enjoy. This series has been so much fun. Both seasons, I've learned a ton. I thought I knew everything after season 1, but I didn't. So we're here, we're back, and set for season 3. So I want to thank you guys for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is my defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.